Around 70 million Americans find themselves on the precipice of a crisis that seems to loom ominously despite its relative obscurity in public discourse. This crisis centers around the fate of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial stability for millions of individuals across the United States. As the Biden administration grapples with the intricacies of governance, its actions in regard to Social Security funding and legislation are poised to have profound implications for those dependent on this vital safety net. The imminent State of the Union address serves as a pivotal moment for President Biden to outline his administration's priorities, particularly concerning economic policy and tax reform. Among the proposals expected to be championed are increases in business taxes, ostensibly to bolster government revenue and address the burgeoning deficit. However, the ripple effects of such measures are complex and potentially deleterious. Business tax hikes often result in the transfer of financial burdens to consumers, effectively translating to increased costs for everyday Americans. Similarly, attempts to implement middle-class tax cuts face resistance, underscoring the intricate political dynamics at play. Meanwhile, the specter of Social Security's impending insolvency casts a long shadow over discussions of fiscal policy. The Social Security Trust Fund, designed to sustain the program's financial stability, teeters on the brink of depletion within the next decade. Compounding this issue is the reliance on payroll taxes to replenish the trust fund, a mechanism that places a disproportionate burden on the working population. The Biden administration's economic policies, particularly those contributing to inflationary pressures, further complicate efforts to address the underlying structural deficiencies within Social Security. Despite pledges to safeguard Social Security and Medicare, tangible progress has been scant. Promises of a $200 monthly boost to Social Security recipients have yet to materialize, leaving many disillusioned with the administration's commitment to addressing the systemic challenges facing these programs. While cost of living adjustments provide some relief, they fall short of the transformative changes promised on the campaign trail. In this climate of uncertainty and fiscal strain, the plight of 70 million Social Security beneficiaries hangs in the balance. The decisions made in the corridors of power will reverberate throughout communities across the nation, underscoring the imperative for vigilant oversight and informed public discourse. As the Biden administration navigates the complexities of governance, the stakes for millions of Americans could not be higher. What this statement highlights is the purported assistance provided to individuals reliant on Social Security benefits, suggesting that such aid offsets any concerns about the program's insolvency. However, the reality is far more complex. The Social Security system faces a looming crisis, with projections indicating its trust fund will be depleted by 2034. This impending shortfall is exacerbated by a long-standing trend of expenditures exceeding income, as evidenced by a deficit of $22.1 billion in 2022 alone. Over the next 75 years, the program is expected to face a staggering $22.4 trillion funding shortfall, compounded by the nation's existing $35 trillion debt burden. Critically, the program's structure has remained largely unchanged since its inception in 1935, despite significant societal shifts and economic transformations. Efforts to reform Social Security face immense political and logistical challenges, leading to skepticism about the likelihood of meaningful change. President Biden's upcoming State of the Union address may touch upon these issues, but doubts linger about the efficacy of proposed solutions. Moreover, recent immigration policies have sparked controversy, with reports indicating the admission of hundreds of thousands of asylum seekers, raising concerns about the strain on resources and job markets. This has fueled debate over the role of Congress and the executive branch in shaping policy, particularly as the latter seeks to bypass legislative obstacles. As decisions are made in Washington, the fate of 70 million Social Security beneficiaries hangs in the balance. The implications of policy choices are profound, underscoring the need for vigilance and critical analysis. Amidst uncertainty, staying informed and engaged is paramount, and I remain committed to providing updates on this evolving situation.